Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Crypto. Welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to talk about how low Bitcoin can go, as well as Tron Airdrop. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you stay up to date and you don't miss out any airdrop, hard fork, and ICO. So let's get into it. So let's talk about Tron first quickly. So Tron has an airdrop a while back. So make sure you check your MyEther wallet, and the airdrop should be automatically to your MyEther wallet. And also, Tron is going to have a migration. So Tron Mainnet is launching soon. Token migration will be from ERC20 from Ethereum blockchain to the Tron Mainnet will occur between June 21st to June 25th. If your Tron is held on an exchange, no action is required. If your Tron is held in a wallet, you must deposit your Tron to an exchange between June 24th, before June 24th to avoid any issues. So from June 21st to 25th, Tron withdrawn on exchange will be suspended, and on June 25th, both Tron deposit and withdrawn on exchange will be suspended as well. And deposit and withdrawn will be resumed on June 26th. So during this period, Tron trading will not be affected. So if you have Tron in MyEther wallet, you have to deposit your Tron to an exchange that support the token swap. Binance support the token swap. You can send it to Binance. And let's get back to the Bitcoin price. So how low Bitcoin can go? So this is a chart for BTC USD short in Bitfinance. This is basically shorting Bitcoin. So I don't know if you guys remember back in April, we have a little, the Bitcoin was dropped almost down to 6,600 at the time, 6,800, 6,000, around 6,800. And the Bitcoin BTC USD short position is building up here. That was in April 12th. And you can see the RSI is in 80. So anything RSI above 70 is considered as overbought. RSI below 30 is considered as oversold. So they build up the shorting position. And right now we are here as well. So the short position keep on building up since June 10th. So keep on building up, building up. Right now the RSI is above 70 already. It's a little bit overbought for the short position. So when you go back on April 12th, right? So we go back in times on April 12th. So around April 12, April 11, April 12. So April 11 is 6866, and then April 12 is 6941, the Bitcoin price at the time. So after the short position build up so much, then it will be a pressure, it will go back down again. So after the short position go back down, and there will be a Bitcoin rally. So you can see from April 12th, the Bitcoin rally all the way up to May 5th, 9,800. Yeah, May 5th, 9,800. So this right now, this is on April. So it got April 12th, build up the short position, and then it go back down all the way down because the overbought position, and then the Bitcoin rally. So here in June, I don't know how far this will go, like how far this short position will go, and if it go back down, we'll anticipate another rally. I'm not a financial advisor, FYI. This is just my personal opinion. And let's talk about, there's also some future contracts is closing as well. Today, there's a future contract for CBOE. June 30th is the future contract expire, and the volume is 796. The next one is July 18. The volume will be a higher volume on the next one, the contract. And also another future contract from CME for the Bitcoin future. The last trade will be June 29, and the settlement day will be June 29, and the settlement day will be July 5th. So there's a whole bunch of future contracts coming up as well. So I talked about that earlier in my previous video about how future contract can manipulate the price of Bitcoin as well as gold, silver, and uranium. how the future markets will affect those commodity. So the cost to mine. So let's go back up a little bit. The cost to mine one Bitcoin. So we'll base on the average electricity rate per country. So in Argentina, to mine one Bitcoin is 4560. Australia 9913. Bangladesh 2379. Belgium 13,000. Oh wow. Brazil is 6,6741. Cambodia 8327. Canada 3965. And China is around 3,000. And Denmark is 14,000. Egypt 3,000 around. And Estonia is 5,000. France around 7,900. Finland 7,000. Germany 14,000. Greece is 9,000. Hong Kong 7,930. Iceland 4,746. Iceland is where Genesis Mining located. One of the big mining, Genesis Mining, right? India 3274, Indonesia 4329, Iran 3217. So let's see. Ireland 11,000, Japan 8723, and let's see. Malaysia 5147, Malta 6,000, and Mexico 7645. Netherlands 9,000 around, New Zealand 7,500, and Norway 7784, Pakistan 7137, and Philippines above 7,000, Russia around 4,700, Romania around 5,600, Poland 6,900. In the U.S., so in the U.S. is around 4,700, 4,758. And Venezuela, oh, the cheapest, 5,000. It's 500. I'm sorry, 500, 500 over $500. So Venezuela is highly subsidized by the government, so that's why it's 500. So UK is 8,400. UAE about 3,500. Ukraine is 1,852. And let's see, Turkey 4,4984, Thailand 4,943. Oops, Taiwan is around 3,774, 3,700. Switzerland 7,400. Sweden 4,746. Spain 11,000. South Korea 26,000. Oh, that's why they pay the kimchi price, the premium price for the Bitcoin, 26,000 for mining one Bitcoin. Singapore 5,936. Saudi Arabia around 3,000. So this is the price of mining one Bitcoin on average, maybe around 4,000, 5,000. So in the US, it's 4,758. In Iceland, where Genesis Mining is located, 4,046. So here is the chart for mining Bitcoin, the cost of mining Bitcoin in different parts of the state. So the most expensive, of course, in Hawaii, over 9,000. Texas 3,600, California 6,200, Washington 3,300, Oregon 3,500, and Idaho 3,289, Montana 3,828, Nevada 3,930, Florida 3,966. In Michigan is 5,400 in Midwest. So over here is the range from like in Northeast is 3,800 around to 5,000. So roughly the cost of mining is around 4,700 or something in the US basically. And the reason why I point that out is because the cost of mining is around 4,005 something. So people are saying that, oh, the Bitcoin can go to 1,000, 2,000 or whatever. So based on supply and demand. So let's go to the supply and demand curve. So based on the supply and demand curve, it will reach an equilibrium. This is the price in here. This is the quantity. And if the price of Bitcoin go below the production cost, the cost of mining, there's no incentive for miners to mine Bitcoin. They will shut off all the machines, just forget it, right? There's no point I'm losing money to mine Bitcoin and I cannot sell higher price than the cost of production, right? So they will shut off the machine. They will not produce any more Bitcoin. So the quantity will decrease. And the demand for Bitcoin is only go higher because of the mainstream adoption. Also, the institution and the banking, especially the banking industry, they are very interested in Bitcoin. Although they at the surface in the mainstream media, they backlash about Bitcoin, but they know that this technology is going to disrupt the entire banking industry. Look at the remittance industry. You don't have to wire money overseas using the bank anymore. You can just use Bitcoin. You just wire money overseas Bitcoin, and Bitcoin can change to fiat currency in another country. So also the invoice factoring. Remember I talked about that in my previous video about Populous. So invoice factoring is a multi-billion dollar business in the banking industry. So Populous is already doing that. So the small medium business, they have account receivable. Right now they sell it to the bank. In the foresee future, they're going to sell it to the third party, like for example Populous and PayPal or Debitum. So they are going to sell it to this third party, and they don't need the bank anymore, basically. But this is just a matter of time. The banking industry will got disrupted, and the bank is very frightened by that anyway. And a lot of people from the banking industry, they already jump ship to the blockchain technology. They already jump ship to the blockchain industry. So, but so this will entirely disrupt the entire industry. So the demand for Bitcoin is going to go higher, and the quantity is going to decrease. The demand is going to go higher. The price will go up. Another thing I have to point out that by 2020, 87.5% of all the Bitcoin will be mined. So it matters because we only have 21 million Bitcoin. There's no inflation, and that's it. Unlike US dollar, you can print anything you want, right? You can just print unlimited amount of US dollar, but Bitcoin is only 21 million, and that's it. So 87.5% of all the Bitcoin will be mined by 2020. So you can tell, and the difficulty of mining will be increased because it will be less Bitcoin available for mine, right? And this is just supply and demand. So right now you're mining the reward for miner is 12.5 Bitcoin for miner right now. But by 2020, which is not far away from here, 2 years from now, their reward will be down to 6.25 Bitcoin. So the supply will be lower, and yet the demand will be higher. And if you look at the supply and demand curve, it will reach, eventually it will reach equilibrium. So the quantity decrease, the demand increase, the price will increase. So this curve will shift it back to here, or shift it back to here. Even though the demand did not increase, the demand remained the same. The supply become lower, then the price will be going higher, and then the quantity will be less. So the quantity will be less. This curve will shift to a new equilibrium, will be becoming here. So here will be the new price or whatever. So also, if the price is gold lower, just like when you look at the price of gold, the cost to produce gold is 1,200 per ounce, and the cost of produce silver is around, I think it's around $12. It's not that cheap. $10 is too cheap. But here they talk about the logic seems clear enough. Silver mine operating profitably at $20 per ounce, and may not survive a drop in price to $15. So what's the current price of gold and silver right now? So the current price of gold and silver, the gold is $12.99 and silver is $17. So anytime the price drop below that, the gold miners is going to shut off the mine, or some gold mine is going to become bankrupt, and also silver mine as well, they become bankrupt. And with those miners bankrupt, or some miners just shut off the mine, the demand, the quantity will be decreased. And this will shift into a new equilibrium, right? So the price will also increase as well because of the decrease in supply of the commodity. So my point is, can Bitcoin go to 1,000, 2,000? We don't know. But if you buy Bitcoin near the cost to mine one Bitcoin around 4,700 or something like that, you're at a bargain. But the thing is, Could Bitcoin go to 1,000, 2,000? It could happen because why? Because we cannot prevent any black swan event or catastrophe. If there's a catastrophe or Bitcoin or black swan event, or the regulator decide to shut down all the exchange, then Bitcoin may go downhill. We don't know. But right now, based on the supply and demand curve and the cost of production of producing one Bitcoin, if you buy near the cost of the production, the production cost, then you are at a bargain at a very good deal. But we don't know. Nobody knows what's the price. And if you do a whole bunch of technical analysis and all that, we don't know because the cryptocurrency market is very driven by emotion, and a lot of things you cannot use technical analysis to to estimate. So don't underestimate the emotion of an individual because it's highly sentimental. But TA can also to a certain extent, but also we have to take into consideration of the current market sentiment. So, but anyway, so let me know what you think about the price of Bitcoin. What's your prediction of the price of Bitcoin at the end of 2018? So in the short term, as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm not very bullish. But in the long term, I'm very bullish in Bitcoin and also cryptocurrency as well and blockchain technology. And actually this year, we have more mainnet launch than last year. And also a lot of project is going to give us some results. Last year, basically in 2017, all a white paper ICO. And this year, at least, we have some quality ICO. They already have a product prototype already. But last year, the quality of the ICO is not that great. Everything is like white paper or gray paper ICO, or whatever paper. So they have no product. They raise a whole bunch of money, and some projects successful. Some project they follow their timeline, and some project just fail, and some project is a scam, like Centrum is a scam basically. So we will see a lot of players that they are not performing. They will phase out. So this is just a natural selection. So let me know what you think about the price of Bitcoin at the end of 2018. And please comment below. Also, don't miss out your Tron, token swap. You make sure you transfer your token before the day that I mentioned earlier. Okay, make sure you comment. So I want to hear from you guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure use your due diligence to invest your money. Also, if you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out upcoming airdrop, hard fork, and ICO. And be sure to share with your friends. And remember, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe. Peace.